Yeah, Akwaba. In there, so at Ghana, you know that one of our biggest problems is Dumsor. Now, Dumsor is basically power outage. We'll hear about say there be a one bone care there be a, and then a light will go off another ochina. But Ohana lights go off. Ebian in charge your phone. Ebian will be using there. But one bone but before then it used to be a timetable. Today be our catch be identifiable. If you Tuesday 6 p.m. we will take out your light. So then it means that if you have anything to do, then you will prepare for that. But recently it's not like that, and that's our problem now. The government will come up with timetable. Now, you see, I'm laughing because it's frustrating, because it's very simple that, okay, this is very important aspect of human life, and then industries need it, and almost anything. Even if you're hanging out in your house, sometimes you need light to do a thing or two. So, fine, yes, I said that sometimes, as a developing nation, so some of these difficulties, problems might come up. We are not saying that we should be a perfect country, but what we are saying is, say, Obanede, Dumsor, worry, opeda woman, Dumsor, and would do one lights. One man timetable, time there, the time never call off, another them time ever back in. But that's not the case. And see, the means send back and forth, and then Ghana's energy minister, Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempeh, he was in a press. He was talking about this Dumsor issue, and he said that God give me patience. He said that the Dumsor that we're experiencing is not the worst, because he feels like Muhammad's government, we could go like 2 days, 3 days without lights. And sisi anomo die no no hu ze dumsiesie dumsiesie no chere they are taking the light like omudi siesie they are trying to take out the light to make sure say problems be on omudi are sorting it out. Now I feel it's a very some way statement if you ask me, unless you don't stay in Ghana. But sometimes we ask ourselves, say, why are we not in the same country with this some of our leaders? Or is it because what we are experiencing, they don't experience the same thing? Because it's almost the same thing. This is probably, even if you ask me, worse, because they don't have timetable. We basically have to just hang in there and hope that and won't take your light. As I'm talking to you now, it could be that this evening our light will go off, because yesterday evening we were there out of the blue, 7, it went off and it came back again. Like no structure, no nothing. But our honorable minister is saying that Dumsiesie. Now these are people that the government and other Nana Akufo-Addo, these are Mpenyimfa pound there Ebia Nankoti Rinchumi Yejumano as a president. So Aude no Shahade, agriculture, water, shade, so that on your day Jumani ne kujinanodo, so that Obutumwa Yejuma fofor. If you are in charge of light and some of these issues are coming up, and sometimes I feel like you are even supposed to calm our nerves and then assure us there, Abia, you are working on it and then things will get better. But for it to be like some gas lights, at least it's like, and it's some way.
We've gone past the era where we had 72 to 96 days of light out and 6 hours of light on. We are in the era of Dumsiesie, which is profoundly different from Dumsor. Dumsor, as inflicted on Ghanaians, has only happened as characterized His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's governance. He is the only president on record that for 4 years that he reigned, for 4 years that he ruled, for 4 years that he governed, there was doom. If the non-partisan colleague says that now it's worse, then I don't know where.
But it's not only me that I have this issue at heart. I think every Ghanaian has this issue at heart. And moving forward, there is GJA president, that's Ghana Journalists Association president, Mr. Albert Dumsor. So Mr. Albert Dumsor spoke with Bolare. Now Bolare is one of the veteran journalists in Ghana, and Mr. Albert Dumsor is like the Ghana Journalists Association president. So oye payini para na some okwechu, because for you to climb the ladder to reach that height of becoming equal KCB today, GJA president, it means that at least you are somebody that's a payina, we should give you that respect. Okay. Now he went on radio station, and then Bolare asked him a question about Dumsor, and he is saying that he feels like the Dumsor thing, no, like I'm saying, the old Dumsor was quite better than the Dumsor that our minister is talking about. Why? Because he feels like that one was structured. Okay, so if you have something to do, you know that, okay, at this time, mikwesi amitna haye, SM Mikoye BBC. And as if you have a cold store to run, you know that I'm supposed to freeze my fish or whatever, meat or whatever, by 6, the light will be out. So that an opano, you know that and I'm not saying our science was so light now, but this one is, there is no structure. So he believes that this one is worse because there is no structure. And since he is talking from the journalist perspective, us in there, when you take it from iron and about media, it's like we use equipment, okay, and then we need light to function. And most companies that are not able to afford power systems, generators or UPS, are forced not to work, are forced not to relay information. And you know how important journalism and media is to our current system. We have to transfer the information to other people for them to be able to know, say, this is what is happening in Ghana. That, like, when the equipment are not working out, when the lights are out, how are we going to be able to fulfill our mandate as journalists and as media personnel to be able to use equipment to broadcast information to the civilians and even to the leaders? So he feels like this is a very big blow to especially the Journalists Association of Ghana, because we can't do without lights. And he was very pissed. He was very frustrated, and rightly so. But normally when people are in that position, I think when they are speaking, they are a little bit restrained. But I feel it has gotten to a point whereby people can't hold their anger anymore. And it's very risky, if you ask me, because these are people that maybe they will look at their position and then be careful about some of the things they say about the governance. But it has reached a stage where when our leaders speak, no matter how tolerant you are, they sort of push you to actually come out and speak your mind. Okay, so now the man was speaking from a very bitter perspective. Say sometimes he doesn't understand how our leaders view us as citizens, and he said a whole lot, which I believe is not new. Ghana Nibia or Ghana Biano, he's also exercising the same frustration. So I believe that what Mr. Dumsor said was something that should be worked on, especially with regards to our leaders.
Yes.
You see, you know this job.
Yes, sir.
You see,
what's your idea?
Bola, we are all journalists.
Correct.
And as media practitioners, we need to be guided.
Yes.
You understand? And no matter what, we are not politicians to come here and make loose talk.
That's right.
The fact is that we are guided by the fact that, in fact, we are all in this country, we are all in this economy, we are all face whatever, shape whatever is happening, we are all facing it. I have condemned the erratic power supply in recent times, and I'm saying I've also made known the implication on the operations, yes, for our businesses, not only the media, even other businessmen are complaining, individuals are complaining, and so forth and so on. And so for me, I think that the government should have done better.
Would you push for a timetable from the ECG?
Of course, I've said it. That one, there's no to the yes. They need to do the needful immediately. You see, we shouldn't get to a time. I am not interested in the politics. I'm not interested in the politics of the matter. What I'm interested in that, when you read the Constitution, the same 1992 Constitution mandate the media to be the watchdogs of the people's right. We are to ensure that the right, freedom, and benefits of the people are protected. And so, if you are there and you are being paid with the taxpayers' money, you cannot You cannot kowtow to political whims and so we can't do that. You should be seen as doing the bid of the people. What we are saying is that there's a problem. You are facing it. We understand. We understand that at least as a nation, as a developing country, as we are increasing in numbers, infrastructures, and other such challenges may come up. But be sincere to Ghanaians. You understand? 3 months of electric power supply cannot be taken for granted.
Now, it's not only him that has spoken about this. Okay, man, your friend Shrabusum. Is it Shrabusum? Shrabusum is like, he's a religious leader, but then he says he wants to be like an individual candidate, like independent candidate for the upcoming election. Now, Shrabusum used to be somebody that used to go to shrines to destroy Nkofo shrines near there. So he came out as a politician, and we were all surprised actually. In him say be a religious stuff, but he is also trying to say he can bring his ideas to actually move Ghana forward. So now Troublesome is part of the candidate that's going to the polls this December. Now when we send what does he think about Dumsor? He is saying that he thinks Ghanaian leaders are not serious. And when I make count, no, I'll say per estimation, he thinks after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, nobody has been able to do anything sustainable about the power crisis that we have, and he's highly disappointed. Say somebody like J. Kufuor tried to do the power batches, but I want to hold the nature, but we too and sustain. So finally, the whole thing had to calm down, and we are where we are. But you see, these people, when they are in opposition, they have all the brilliant ideas. Like, it seems they see it so right to the extent that sometimes they break it down for you to actually believe what they are saying. But I don't know what is there, what is up there. I don't know, and I don't want to talk so much about it because I don't want to judge a situation I've not been. But it seems there's something there, something in that power space that I don't know whether, because see, we've seen people in opposition, they have all the ideas, like brilliant ideas. We believed in them so much. They go there and then they change to a totally different person. But I don't know, maybe power corrupts or something. So maybe it's because of that. That's why sometimes some of these things happen. So there's a lot of displeasure that has been shown towards Dumsor. And quite recently, Yvonne Nelson is also proposing that he's going to hold a vigil on the 25th of this month. Letter come and pay you for the one confirm, so that on the 25th, if you are open to that, we can all walk our way to show our displeasure in the form of protest to the right authorities to be able for them to resolve this issue for us. I don't know, maybe hopefully by then the issue will be resolved, because I think the president said that the issue has been resolved or something. So I'm hoping that by then there will be no need for that protest. So this is what is happening with regards to the power crisis in Ghana, Dumsor. Our minister says it's Dumsor. I don't know about you though, but I would like to hear your comments and thoughts about this particular issue. And don't forget to like and share this video if it made any form of impact to you. Thank you for doing this with us. I would love to see you on the next episode of Trends on KDM. Charlie, take care. I'll see you next time.